2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Exactly 2 weeks ago.
You feel lighter?
A little bit.
Okay.
Was it basketball related at all then?
No, not at all.
Not too hot,
Yeah,
nothing
I was
like
just
that.
tired of taking care of it in the morning.
What are some of the biggest adjustments so far for you going from high school to college, and now that you guys have started formal practices? What's it been like?
The biggest adjustment for me, obviously, at every level, it's a pace change. Game moves a little bit faster. Right now, I'm just focused on locking in defensively and doing all I can to help the team.
Who are some of your primary matchups defensively in practice?
Mainly the guards, Frankie, Eli, DJ, Zeb. Those are the guys I'm going at every day.
What positions do they have you playing right now?
1 and 2,
Okay.
kind of like combo guard. Just doing whatever they need me to do on the perimeter.
Is there any preference stylistically there?
No, not at all.
There's a lot of expectation, I guess, and maybe a little bit of a spotlight on the freshmen so far. How do you guys kind of embrace that and also try not to put too much pressure on yourselves? What do you expect that you guys can contribute in your first year, and what have you seen so far just from the group?
I mean, we've had many talks as just freshmen. We just focus on getting better every day, making the team better in any way that we can, and just buying into what Juwan's putting us through. So that's our main focus right now.
What's it been like working with Howard Isley so far? I guess how involved was he in your recruiting process?
I was actually recruited by Saudi Washington, but Howard Isley welcomed me in with warm arms. I do a lot with him in the gym. He always giving me pointers on what I can and cannot do, what will make me more efficient on the court. So I actually just got done talking to him not too long ago.
What do you see from some of the upperclassmen that inspires you or impresses you about this team?
Really, I like to pay attention a lot to Eli and DJ. They do. If you look at them, they're basically doing everything right. So if you really need to learn something, you just look at them first and then repeat what they do. So that's been my main focus.
What made you choose maybe to a place like Michigan versus somewhere where maybe there's an easier path to the starting job as a freshman?
When I talked to, every time I came up here, I just always felt like it was a family thing. Jawan and Sadi, they made me feel at home every time I came up here. My family, they treated them with the utmost respect and love. So honestly, that was what led me to my decision. It was more than just on the court, for sure.
And then what is your goal this season individually with Devontae and Eli here being kind of expected starters, I suppose?
Just doing whatever I can when I get on the court as well as off the court, just encouraging my teammates and also being ready to hit the ground running when they call my number.
Last year it seems like Juwan really coined the phrase "for competitors only." I guess coming in as a freshman, how does that competition shine through in the practice gym? And I guess how does it trickle down into the culture of the whole program?
I mean, it just means that you can compete every day. If you want something, it's up there to grab it. So just keep on doing what you're doing. I've always been a type of guy to work hard, and I feel like that's why Juwan had interest in me. So it was great culture for me.
Are a lot of the drills competition based? Like, are there winners and losers of certain drills?
Many of the drills, yeah, definitely. Always gotta have a little competition, a little bit of fun. So definitely.
You mentioned the change of pace. What's been maybe easier than you thought coming in as a freshman? What's been something that's been like, whoa, like this is a lot harder than I expected?
Definitely defensively, it was a little bit easier just because I was so focused on that when I was in high school. Just didn't want to be behind defensively. That was my main focus, off the ball and on the ball. Offensively, the reads, it's a lot more reads than high school. Obviously, you have the ball in your hand. Basically, your job when you're a star in high school is to score. So just being able to play with others. I've always been able to do that, obviously coming from a family like a program like the family, AAU team. So it wasn't really many hard adjustments, just getting adjusted.
How would you describe your game to people